It's a sunny day in Nairobi, the capital of Africa. It looks like the weather is also in a celebratory mood. What are we celebrating? We are celebrating one of our own, Dr. James Mwangi, the Chief Executive Officer as well as the Managing Director for Equity Group. Dr. Mwangi was one of 3 individuals that were honored for their exemplary performance in leadership. But over and above that, their contribution in terms of having a transformative social and economic impact in the societies that these businesses operate in. Dr. Mwangi has been awarded this award, which is titled the Oslo 2020 Business for Peace Award. This award is awarded by the Business for Peace Foundation that has been running for 12 years. Dr. Mwangi has been awarded this alongside Mark Bainoff, who is the Chief Executive Officer for Salesforce, as well as Felicitas, who is the Chief Executive Officer for Coffee for Peace. Every single year, this award normally looks at different people, looks at different continents, and is able to pinpoint and say, this particular human being has had exemplary performance in terms of their leadership, but over and above that, they have run a profitable enterprise and have had a societal impact in as far as economic growth is concerned. For Dr. James Mwangi, as well as the Equity Group Foundation, which has been operating for the last 35 years, their key contribution is moving the financial inclusion barometer for Kenya to 86%. What does this mean? It means that Equity Group decided to open its doors to each and everybody and say, come, we shall bank with you. This is a company that moved from being number 66 to being number 1, best in class, by listening, by being humble, by going out there and saying, you need a banking service, we'll change the boundaries of servicing this to you. We will use technology, we will give you what you need and meet you at your point of need. 35 years later, you have a company that has been doubling its key parameters each and every single 5 years for the last 25 years. For Oslo, the 2020 Business for Peace Award to recognize Dr. Mwangi is something that we need to also take cognizance of. For us here, as part of Metropole TV, my name is Mbithe Mwema, and I want to be able to understand what is the backstory to this particular award and what next for the youth, for the businesses in Africa. After we take a break, when we come back, I sit down with Dr. James Mwangi, who is the Chief Executive Officer as well as the Managing Director for Equity Group. First, to congratulate him on this award, but second, to ask him, does your business ethos change now that you've gotten this award? And what next for Equity Group? What next for the African continent? What next for you, the youth, or you, the entrepreneur in this space? Let's take a short break. When we come back, we understand the ethos, what has built this business, what has built this man, and what can we be able to glean for you as a business owner in the African continent. We take a break. When we come back, a one-on-one sit down with Dr. James Mwangi, one of the 3 honorary winners of the 2020 Business for Peace awarded in Oslo.
The Oslo Business for Peace Award is given to business leaders who have accomplished extraordinary things and are improving the communities they work in. They are role models of what we call business-worthy values. An award committee of Nobel laureates in peace and economics has selected 3 remarkable leaders to receive the award this year. Dr. James Mwangi is Chairman and CEO of Equity Group Holdings, the leading bank in East and Central Africa, focusing on serving customers at the bottom of the economic pyramid. Growing up in a rural village in Kenya, Dr. Mwangi experienced firsthand how exclusion from the financial system meant exclusion from society. Through his work, he has given 96% of the unbanked population in the country the opportunity for broader economic participation. Under his leadership, Equity Bank is now one of the most inclusive banks in the world, with 13 million clients across the socio-economic spectrum. These honorees are business leaders who prove that value goes beyond profit. Through their business activities, they've made substantial contributions towards reaching the UN Sustainable Development Goals, specifically helping to achieve sustained and inclusive growth and decent work for all.